Hi there, everybody. This is Lee, and I'm smiling because Bernie Sanders has offered a solution for what's happening at the Standing Rock Sioux location in North Dakota. There is a corporation, a fossil fuel company from Dallas called Energy Transfer Partners that want to construct a pipeline into the Missouri River in order to meet with the Iowa section of the pipeline. They want to run the pipeline through the river and then connect the pipelines for oil exportation. The problem is that pipelines break. They always do break. They've been breaking in Alabama. They've been breaking in Texas. All across the United States, there have been pipelines breaking. And so the problem is that if and when this pipeline that is being constructed now, if it breaks, it will contaminate the water source of 18 million people in the United States. Since it is a lake, since it is a river and not a lake, that water will flow downstream. It will hit Omaha, Nebraska. It will hit Kansas City, Kansas. It will hit St. Louis, Missouri, because that Missouri River services about 18 million people. It crosses the state of Missouri and it's going to hit St. Louis where it meets with the Mississippi River. Any toxic sludge in the water will flow into the Mississippi, down past Memphis, down past New Orleans, Louisiana. So there will be a long list of cities and municipalities that use these two major river sources in the United States as for human water consumption, for cattle, for livestock, for agricultural crops, for fisheries, for recreational use. All these uses for the water will be unfortunately affected by the pipeline because the water will be contaminated. It will be poisoned. It will be rendered unusable and undrinkable. Um, what's going to happen when what are these people in these cities going to do when their water is poisoned? What are the people in Flint doing? What are the people in East Chicago, Indiana doing? What are the people in West Virginia doing because of the fracking waste that's contaminated their wells? How about the people in Pennsylvania? Fracking has contaminated water sources in Pennsylvania. What are they doing? And so it's becoming a real serious, unfortunate trend in the United States, this contamination of water sources. Flint, Michigan has lead in the water. It's getting very serious now to where these large corporations are putting their profits over public health. And it's affecting more and more people. Red state, blue state, rich, poor. Fortunately, some who are well off will be able to purchase water. Others will not. They depend on the municipal water sources. So it's an issue. It's almost a form of terrorism that these corporations are poisoning our water sources. And then what do we do when that happens? Do we drink the water anyway? It's got lead, it's got chemicals, it's got oil in it, and hope for the best? Pray, what are we going to do? And so Bernie Sanders has come up with a solution. He's saying that it's possible for Barack Obama to declare Standing Rock a national monument. If Standing Rock is declared a national monument by Barack Obama, there will be no pipelines built. If Standing Rock is declared a national monument, there will be a prohibition on pipelines in, over, and underneath the land and water. And so Barack Obama does have the capacity to make this pipeline stop. He has the capacity to protect the water source of 18 million people. But he needs us to pressure him in order to present his case to whoever he has to present that case to justify declaring Standing Rock a national monument. If Barack Obama declares Standing Rock a national monument within the next 2 months before the end of his presidency, the pipeline stops. The water is protected, the land is protected. Everyone downstream, the Sioux Nation, everyone along the Mississippi River, the Missouri River, our water is protected. So that means that there is this petition started by Our Revolution, Bernie Sanders' organization. He is asking everyone who cares about clean water, even if you are in other parts of the nation, if you're in New York, if you're in California, if you're in Texas, if you're in North Dakota, if you're in any of those states that get affected, or you just feel, you know what, I like clean water and I need clean water. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Let's help them out. Let's protect their water. I'm going to sign this petition. So they need numbers. They need people to show support for the people who are in danger of having their health ruined, their lives ruined, but certainly their health ruined by Energy Transfer Partners, their pipeline that wants to go into the Missouri River and contaminate it. So Bernie Sanders is asking us to sign this petition. There's going to be a link in the description. The petition is going to request for Barack Obama to declare Standing Rock a national monument. So it's our very last chance to pressure our president to protect us, which is his job. And it's likely something that we need to urgently do before Donald Trump takes office, because we don't know what Donald Trump's position is going to be on this pipeline. He does have a financial stake in the pipeline. Mike Pence, his VP, who is the former governor of Indiana, has sent police force to protect this pipeline. So we need to pressure Barack Obama to declare this national monument, thereby protecting the land and the water source from contamination. I'm sure some of you have heard stories of what pipelines have been doing in other parts of the United States. They've been breaking in Alabama. They've been breaking in Texas. They've been breaking in Oklahoma. There's fracturing of waste and chemicals in the water in West Virginia and Pennsylvania. The water wells are contaminated with fracturing waste. There's lead in the water in Flint. There's lead in the land and the water in East Chicago, Indiana. It's getting to the point where it's a national emergency. That water is a very precious resource. It's the key to life. Other than oxygen, it's one of the most important things that we need to survive. And so we have to protect it. It's not something where we say, well, it's just them, it's their water. No, the Missouri River services about 10 states. North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana. So it's something that we all need to really pay attention to and to make an effort to protect. If you have time, please look up this petition from Bernie Sanders and make an effort to save our water from contamination. Good luck.